2018, a time before COVID-19, where you could still buy World Cup stickers for under £1 a pack. Fortnite was popping off, it was massive in the summer, and it was the 2018 Russian World Cup before they invaded Ukraine, which now they're blacklisted from everything. So, yeah. I mean, it's not like they had a reputation for doing anything dodgy. It definitely didn't invade Georgia in 2008. Anyway, we don't need to talk about politics. Welcome to today's video. I'm going to be going back to 2018. A better time, if you ask me. A much better time. Everything's pretty miserable now. Even the World Cup's a bit of a mess. But again, we don't need to go down that rabbit hole of just America and the World Cup being a mess. We are going to be playing the FIFA 18 World Cup mode. As you can see here, I picked England. I'm looking through the team, and it's definitely a throwback seeing some of the names. I'm a bit confused how Theo Walcott's there and Gary Cahill. I mean, Kieran Gibbs. That one really shocked me. Kieran Gibbs, what's he doing? I swear he hasn't been playing good football since about 2013 when he got confused with Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. But apparently so. But it's a completely different time. I did not remember our team being like this bad. Dele Alli there. I wonder how his training is going. That's mean actually. Dele Alli's done nothing wrong. He's a good player back in the day. Kind of feel bad for him. Top baller. Don't think he's going to be making it to World Cup. Wow. I know he's not making it to World Cup because the team's out. Another big controversy. There won't be any controversy in my team selection though, because as you can see, this is the team that's going to win me the World Cup, or at least, make me have some enjoyment. First game we play against Tunisia in the Volgograd Arena. Do not remember that stadium, but I imagine it's a stadium in Russia. I mean, you'd like to hope it's a stadium in Russia. I mean, it'd be a bit weird if it was anywhere else, like the Russian World Cup, and then they put it in, maybe Ukraine. Probably wouldn't be a good look, But as we've already touched upon, they have their issues, those two countries. They definitely do. But yeah, let's get into this tournament. The group stage is underway for England. I'm going to win them the World Cup, What Gareth Southgate couldn't do. Was surprisingly close looking at this team. I mean, making it to the semi-finals with this team, I'm kind of in shock. This isn't a football channel. I mean, I could give some great takes on football. I mean, better than the likes of Gary Neville, but he hasn't got a clue what he's on about. Even Jamie Carragher most of the time. As I said though, this is a FIFA video, and you're here seeing my gameplay. This is the issue of not being able to do live commentary because I lost the Wi-Fi on my microphone. I'm having to ramble on now. I should actually touch upon the game. So in this, the start of the game, I actually quite enjoyed it. I was having some nostalgia. The gameplay is feeling fresh, especially compared to FC26, which is a bit boring, and playstyles have completely ruined it. No playstyles was definitely having a breath of fresh air. That was what I was trying to get at. And look, I've actually scored. I went 1-0 up. It was a good start. 20 minutes in. And this celebration was definitely a throwback. I used to love this celebration on FIFA 18. They need more good celebrations like that on FIFA, because I don't think they have it anymore. I could be wrong, I just might not know how to do it, but they feel lifeless now. I know later on in the video there's an absolute classic celebration coming up, and if you played FIFA 18, you'll know what celebration I'm on about. Now, I will be honest, when I used to play this game back in the day, I never really played the World Cup, tournament mode like this. It was kind of, I think I did it once maybe, but I was more interested in the Ultimate Team, so this is actually kind of a refreshing experience for me to see what it's like. And it's kind of cool seeing the actual rights being there. What a goal, by the way. Let me just say, Dele Alli, absolute screamer there. Yeah, I think having the actual rights to the World Cup made it very interesting. I know in the latest game they're going to have a World Cup mode, but it's not the World Cup. Look at these half-time stats. All over them, 65% possession, That is giving me some proper Southgate ball there. Not sure that's a good thing. And this was a chance and a half. I blame my FIFA skills, I really do. Honestly, I had to show the corner though, and the chance. Less the chance, but definitely the corner. I mean, for one, I scored, but two, again, it's just such a refreshing throwback when you see how the corners were on FIFA 18 compared to FC26. Even I think FC24, the corners are pretty bad. Genuinely, haven't scored a corner all year. We didn't need to talk about the gameplay in the background right now. I definitely did not concede to Tunisia. I just put the controller down because I was a bit bored. Good excuse, that one. But yeah, full time anyway, 3-1. I was happy with that. I'll finish my tangent about corners. But yeah, look at her face paint. It's incredible. Really bringing out the atmosphere of England fans. But after that one group stage game, that was enough for me. I really could not be bothered to play any more group stage games because, well, it was a little bit boring. I gotta be honest, and that's something I'm gonna touch upon later in the video. But yeah, it just wasn't the most fun. I mean, 4 minute halves were dragging on for a while, and my attention span isn't that bad. I don't think my brain's fully rotted, so yeah. But I had to sim it because there was no way I was going to be playing Panama. Kind of didn't expect the third game to be what it is. Look at that 3-0 win, easy. Kind of forgot the third game was going to be against Belgium. And for anyone who didn't watch the 2018 World Cup, they finished third overall. So yeah, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't think it would go well, particularly. Didn't think it would go that bad though, losing 3-0. Look at that team, mind though. Like Eden Hazard, Vincent Company, Prime Courtois. That's a great team. Anyway, we're now to the knockout stages. I think that's some match fixing there. How has it perfectly ended up with all the big teams going through? There needs to be at least one surprise. But yeah, we got Poland now. Germany have Switzerland, and we'll see what's going on with that round. Look at that. Great start to the game. 1-0 up against Poland within 6 minutes. That's a big result. This is the celebration I was on about, the dab. It's a classic. It's a throwback. You score in the 93rd minute. You're hitting the dab. I'm glad Poland didn't hit the dab on me though when they went and scored in the 38th minute. This was when I was starting to lose my head, and then I was also thinking, right, we're playing FIFA 18 offline, and we're fuming. Look at that though. Poland had the possession. I was having shots. England could not shoot. Harry Kane was like a truck. Rashford could not shoot. Even in the first game I brought on Vardy, couldn't shoot. Like, yeah, it was really, really annoying me. I got to be honest. So honestly, my live reaction probably would have been better than me just rambling over a microphone for 10 minutes. I can't even speak properly. It's good stuff though. It's authentic. It's good. But yeah, 1-0 at full time by Poland. I was not happy. I had a proper good team talk with them. I mean, look at that. 10 shots, 6 on target. You can blame me partially, but some of the shooting was just so bad. Like, it was actually really frustrating me. As I said, it just felt a bit sad getting angry at playing FIFA 18 offline. We did manage to make it 2-1 in extra time. Again, another early goal. Theo Walcott, what a player he was in the game, by the way. Rapid. Don't think he went to the World Cup. But then, heartbreak. 116th minute, well, basically 17th. 2-all. 2-all to Poland, who, I mean, I don't want to judge, but they only have like Lewandowski. They haven't got Blazikowski playing for them then. So yeah, the game ended 2-all. I was not happy about this. So on to penalties we go. Not a great start. That's actually really poor from Pickford. I went the right way. Excuse that. I'm professional at this game. Yeah, I was not happy at Pickford there. He'd actually been frustrating me. He's pretty useless. But look at that. Great finish. Again, nostalgia. Love the penalties on this game way more than now. I just like the arrow. It's just like a bit of a throwback. I just remember though, like if you're playing with your friends, like kick off whatever, and they can see the penalties. And that was always a bit of a nightmare because you can never score them then. But online it was great. But yeah, other than some little features like the corners and penalties, with the penalty shot going on the background, I have to say, I was actually kind of slightly let down. Obviously, it would have been better if the Ultimate Team was still there, but I understand it's an old game, why would they still keep the servers up? But, like, genuinely, the gameplay wasn't as good as I remember. Like, I know there hasn't really been good gameplay on a FIFA in, maybe like 10 years, but this was, it was quite slow. The gameplay, like the passing wise, didn't feel great. I mean, the goalkeepers are awful. So yeah, I can't say it was great. I mean, the pace was so hit or miss. Sometimes my players are rapid. Other times I've got like 90 pace players being outpaced by 50 pace. Kind of just the same issues we have now, really. But I thought this game was much better. It wasn't. The Ultimate Team World Cup was great. SBCs were amazing on Ultimate Team then. Like things like that were great, but the actual gameplay wasn't good. And I think that's the thing I find with old FIFAs. When you go back and play, like within the last like 8 to 10 years, the gameplay's pretty bad. So going back and playing them's not fun compared to like a FIFA 12 or FIFA 13, where it has good fast gameplay. But yeah, overall, FIFA 18 World Cup mode, meh. Ultimate Team on it, great, but we can't play that. The actual tournament mode, pretty meh. If you're still here, you may as well subscribe because I've just wasted 9 minutes of your life to say this is meh. Bring back World Cup Ultimate Team, please.